In the past, we have made investments in the likes of ILFS, Noida Toll Bridge, and other such companies. How are we seeking to avoid such mistakes again in the future? And what steps have we taken?
Yeah. So each mistake has its learnings, and sometimes one has to also be careful of not to learn too many things from a mistake. And it may sound like a very flippant answer, but actually it's not. Uh, so let me just talk about another company, a company which has not been asked about in this question, but a company which we sold recently. For example, uh, Mahindra Holidays. Now I have also written about it in the note that we sent to unit holders, and since our portfolios are public knowledge, after we sold, one professional investor actually called me, and that investor had actually bought Mahindra Holidays. So probably on screen we were selling to him unknowingly. He was the other side, and he was asking us for our reason to sell the stock. So I mentioned to him that we like the business model and stuff like that. It's just that we've been owning the stock for 7, 8 years, 8 years now, and although the company keeps showing potential, the number of members and all don't increase at a level at which we would feel happy or where we would feel uh, rewarded as shareholders. So maybe there are better opportunities, and after such a long holding, we probably felt it was time to move on. And his buying, and we asked him what does he see in the company and why is he buying the stock currently. And his arguments for buying the stock currently were exact arguments that we had for buying a while back, and they are still valid probably. And uh, who knows how things will turn out? Maybe that buyer will make money on the stock going forward. So when we look at companies like Island FS Investment Managers, when we look at companies like Noida Toll Bridge, and which was the third one he asked?
Those two.
Just those two. Okay. So when we look at companies which have not worked for us, whatever are the avoidable errors in that company, we should try to seek out those avoidable errors, learn lessons, and try and uh, avoid them in the future. Whatever errors are there which come about on account of chance or come out of as pure probabilistic thing, where out of 10 stocks that you buy, maybe 5 stocks will for various reasons not work out as you had envisaged, you can't do anything about those. So uh, why did we buy L&FS Investment Managers? It's a asset light business. uh, they get a fixed fee from the assets that they manage. They also get a carry on the uh, profits that they make in terms of the profit sharing uh, that they get on the private equity funds and on the real estate funds and things like that. Uh, they have a good track record in terms of managing money, and they've been able to grow their assets in the past. So all those things were there, and today there would be people buying asset management companies in the marketplace on account of that reason, or things like that. So when I look back on Island FS Investment Managers, uh, did I know that the holding company of that company would go bankrupt, or that the real estate funds that they were managing, real estate, would go into a very extended down cycle, and even their uh, management would undergo a churn? Meaning, maybe one can enter into a thing of self doubt and try and improve the process, or think about, I could have done this better, or I could have done that better. And that is a continuous process, but sometimes it makes sense to just accept that out of multiple companies, some will just not work. So we keep doing this internally. We keep trying to improve our research process, trying to improve our checklist, and figure out how to reduce mistakes. but it's not possible to make zero mistakes. That's just the nature of the game.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.